everyone. Welcome to the latest episode of We've Got the Keys Mortgage Talk with the Broad Squad. If you remember from last month, we said we were going to be on location again and we were going to do painting. So here we are at my house.
Here we are.
Doing painting. We're going to paint portraits of one another while we chat here today. So we'll see how this comes out. And before we move forward, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you haven't caught our last episodes, go ahead. There's a link below. Go ahead and check them out. So, as I said, we're doing portraits this month. And while we're doing that, our wonderful producers have provided us with random questions in that fun little bin over there. So as we paint, we're going to pick some questions out of the bin and answer some questions. If that leads to any questions that you may have, please put them below and we'll be happy to answer them for you. So we took a little bit of a break last month. September was kind of a busy month.
Kinda.
We had some surprising things going on, which we will talk a little bit about in broad banter. So it's time.
What kind of surprises, Billy?
I know. Wait until you hear this one. So
it's a big one.
Yep. We're going to kick broad banter off this month with Suzanne.
She's Suzanne. What's new?
Take it away,
What's
Suzanne.
new, Suzanne?
I had a lot of fun things happen. I had a brand new baby granddaughter, Daniela, born.
Not that one,
September
Suzanne.
9th. And I don't know.
I don't know.
got remarried.
Congratulations.
Yay!
So it was a secret, and my children were in on it. And I have 4 wonderful children, and of course their spouses. My daughter-in-law and son-in-law, they were all in on it. And we kept it a family secret. We had a wonderful family fall festival at the farm. It was just amazing. And when people got there, I think their minds were kind of like, what's going on? And then, of course, I disappeared. So they're like, where's Suzanne?
Mm-hmm. You were nowhere to be found, lady.
And then when the barn doors opened, they could see, oh, this is more than a fall festival. But it was really a fun event. And it was just great surprising people. I was more nervous about surprising people than actually getting remarried. So not only was work busy, but life in general was busy.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anyways.
Yep. September was a busy month.
Yes.
Got my son back to college. Took a little trip down to see the mouse. Gotta go see the mouse. We went down for our anniversary, which is great. We love to go down for our anniversary. So celebrated 33 years of marriage down in Disney. So that's fun.
Congratulations.
Yes, that was fun. And then in October came that little surprise. Tina and I thought we were going to a fall festival. It turned out to be a wedding, which was a lot of fun. And we're so thrilled and happy
So much
for
fun.
Suzanne.
So
I'm
blessed
glad
to
y'all
be part
can
of
make
it.
Laura was visiting her daughter.
Yeah, we were back in New York City again, where my husband hates to go, but we had a good time. Ava's doing great. We did some fun things. We went to a concert on a rooftop bar.
That's fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Really good time. New York City's always fun.
Tina? So my life has changed completely.
Yes.
You think?
In such a good way.
My 26-year-old daughter and my 1 and 3-year-old grandsons came for a visit in August, and now they live with me. So they came up from North Carolina, and I'm old because the last time I had a 1 and 3-year-old in my house on a regular basis, I was in my 20s, and now I'm not. So they are a blessing. You know, be careful what you wish for, because I always wish to be part of their lives more, and now I really am. So it's been fantastic. The adjustment's been actually quite good. And right now she's working on decorating their bedroom, and we're just kind of, like, I mostly live in the basement, and I shut the door so that they can't follow me. But then, then we go upstairs and play, or we go outside and play, and it's all great. So Christmas is going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea. We're getting ready for Halloween, which is great. So we're just blessed. We're blessed.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if this is
I don't know.
this is looking like.
So far, so good, I guess. I don't know.
I feel like Suzanne may end her friendship with me after she sees this picture.
Bonnie might need to.
Ditto.
See, I already put my thumb in the paint. See,
Ditto.
messy painter. So shall we pick a question out of that bin
Oh,
there?
I guess we should.
Yeah.
Here. Who wants to go first? Laura, you go first.
Do it.
Okay. Oh gosh, what am I doing here?
All right, ready? Drum roll.
I know.
Drum roll, drum roll.
Did being a mortgage originator change the advice you give to your children about finances and home buying? Well, I have two very expensive daughters who are both in college, and they're very expensive, and they do their very best to follow their banker mom's advice, but I don't know that being an originator changed the advice. Now I'm laser focused on the Rochester market and making sure that my kids are able to eventually purchase a home. Right? That's my biggest worry, is that prices have escalated so much that I want my daughters to be able to buy something. And in 10 years when they're ready to buy, we're not quite sure what the numbers are going to look like. So I don't think it's changed the advice I give to my kids, but I think I worry a little bit about, the future and the economy and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. I worry about it
agree.
differently now, that
Yeah.
I have daughters knocking on the door of graduating from college.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Who's next?
Next
Tina.
question, Tina.
All right, next question. Ready? I have one. Okay. What is the most interesting home you've ever helped someone finance? So this is an interesting question because when you're doing a mortgage, there are rules and guidelines that you have to follow. So I have people that are like, can I buy this house that has no drywall in it and subflooring and, there's holes in the roof, and can I get a mortgage for that? No, you can't. So there are rehab loans. We don't do them. They're really strict. Yeah, so that's something different. I think the most interesting, I don't think I have any big stories like a barn or... we had that one friend of ours who did live in the converted barn.
I was just going to say I did do a loan on a barn that was a home. So there was a barn, main barn, and attached to the barn was a ranch-style home out off the side or the back of the house. But they were attached to one another, and we did do that. It definitely was unique financing. We did end up financing it normally. And we're able to utilize ranch home comparables for it.
Okay.
Interesting thing is she just sold that place. So.
Wow.
All right.
Bonnie?
All right. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. Put that over there for now. Okay. The side hustle is a common source of income today. How does that figure into qualifying and financing a loan? Very good question. If the side hustle is a cash hustle, no good. We can't use that income at all. If you have something that provides you income under the table, that is not a source that we can use to help you qualify. However, if your side hustle happens to be a W-2 job, then as long as you've done that side hustle for 2 consecutive years and you've held your full-time job for 2 consecutive years, we can use that income to help you qualify for the loan. If the side hustle happens to be something self-employed, like, maybe you sell crafts or you have an Etsy store or something like that, then as long as you've been doing that for 2 years and you do have a Schedule C and you report that income, then we can use that as well. So, yeah, that's a good question. We do get that question a lot because a lot of people will pick up an extra job when they want to buy a house. So they have extra money to put down. And a lot of people think that extra money will help them qualify for a larger loan, which it won't if you haven't.
Usually I
had it
tell
for
them
2
it's a
years.
great way for them to save up their,
Save.
and to have extra money to
Exactly.
buy paint or have a rainy day fund.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's where it's great.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Suzanne, do you have a topic to pick?
No. Okay, let's see. I don't know, Laura. This looks like a Muppet.
I don't know what mine looks like.
I mean, I'm honored. I love the Muppets.
Muppets are great.
How does layering mortgage programs and promotions work? Okay. So, layering mortgage programs.
Is that like grants?
I would think so. So I'm thinking like in particular like Sunny Mae. So Sunny Mae is a New York State first time buyer mortgage. And a lot of times, buyers don't have a lot of liquid cash to buy with. So Sunny Mae allows for 3% down, and they have what's called a DPAL, a down payment assistance loan. Well, there still is going to be a leftover for a closing cost and a full year of taxes, which, taxes up here can be kind of expensive.
Yes.
So you're still going to need a pretty good amount of money. So then what we could do is layer that with a grant. So a grant is monies that you don't need to pay back per se. Depends on the grant that you're getting. Let's just say Homebuyer Dream Grant, which is coming up again in 2026.
February.
Yes, February. Yet to be determined, so please don't start calling now.
Yeah, we don't know how much money we're getting.
But we could layer that Sunny Mae loan or any other conventional loan or FHA loan with that grant to kind of help that buyer come up with those funds for closing. And then you have, of course, U of R. If someone is a U of R employee and they're buying in the city, they could always look to U of R to use their grant, which is wonderful. I've done a few of those this year. Again, layering that with a conventional or an FHA loan, and so there's lots of interesting ways that we can structure with layering different programs out there. You could even take a city grant, and you can layer that with Homebuyer Dream.
That's what I have
layer
right
that
now.
with Sunny Mae, and we just have to be sure that we don't exceed their required loan to value.
I have an FHA, and she's a city employee, so she's getting the $12,000 from the city. And she qualified for the Wealth Builder, which is a Homebuyer Dream program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
do you want to explain what the Wealth Builder program was last year for Homebuyer Dream? And again, we don't know what's going to come up this year, but this was based on last year.
So the Wealth Builder is, you either have to be a first generation home buyer, so your parents can't have owned a home, or you have to live in a qualifying area, which I believe is like 50% or more tagged minorities living there. And it has to be the area that you're living in now, not where the house is being purchased, which surprised the heck out of me. Her parents own a house, so she didn't qualify that way, but she did qualify because where she lives now is part of the qualifying. So she's getting $5,000 for that.
Wow.
And she's
good
getting
for her.
$12,000 from the city because she's a city employee.
Wow. Good for her.
That's great.
Yeah. So I'm really proud of her. All right, it's your turn.
All right. Go back around again.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fun. I love
I
this.
need a red.
You're very,
I stole
have
some
all
of
the reds.
Laura's. I stole some of Laura's.
you're very serious in my painting. I don't know
I
why.
am very serious. I can't even.
No, I mean her painting that I'm
Wait
doing.
until she sees this. Oh my God. Okay. Will you
is
be
crazy.
dressing up for Halloween? And what are you going to be? That's a good question. So I will not be dressing up for Halloween.
You have the best
this year.
costumes, though.
You're kidding.
No, I was. Well, we were just talking about this when you came. Usually I have quite a few people over for Halloween. We don't always have a Halloween party per se, but I always have at least my Halloween garb on. Like I've got my shirt on today with my pumpkins on it, but I don't often dress up at home to hand out candy. I just don't do that. We used to
I
dress
dress up at home for no reason.
Well, yeah, that's fun. We used to dress up all the time for GRB because we would
Yeah.
have trick or treat
Yeah.
with the kids.
I wish they did that again.
Yeah, we after COVID it came back a little bit and then it kind of went away, but that was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, because some of us, we would try to.
We were Wizard of Oz and you were the witch.
I was.
Yes. Cruella
I did
de Vil.
Cruella de
Cruella de
Vil
Vil,
one
yep.
It was
year.
really good.
And I did Maleficent, and
Yep,
then we
yes.
stopped doing it, and I couldn't move on to the Evil Queen, which is
No.
the next logical one, right?
Right.
But yeah, I don't.
Bonnie loves her evils.
I love my
She
Disney
does, but she's
evils,
the nicest
villains.
person.
The villains, yes. The
Villainesses.
Yeah.
Is that what they call them?
Anybody else going to a Halloween party or dressing up?
I am.
And what are you dressing up as, Laura?
No.
You don't know yet?
Why don't you
Well,
know?
you could go as a Muppet.
Well,
That may be the new inspiration.
Suzanne, pick another one.
Oh, okay. I
Love
don't know.
these questions.
This is just like,
this doesn't look like anybody.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Bonnie, you're
here.
much more beautiful than I'm making you out.
Oh, Tina, wait.
Tina, wait. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Should I pay off my student loans before buying a house? My advice is don't pay off anything until you get that first pre-qualification because you might be able to qualify with the current debt that you have. Now, if you have a lot of student loans and it's making it where your debt to income ratio is too high, you may not need to pay them off. You just might need to restructure them and contact your student loan, the servicer, and maybe or maybe another professional who deals with student loans to maybe restructure that and refinance that student loans depending upon what your rate is and how many loans you have. Sometimes when you consolidate them, they can take it out to a longer period of time to pay back, and there's so many different payment options these days too. So I would never advise to pay anything off until you get that qualification. So and that
Especially
goes-
if you don't have the money to
exactly
for closing costs and down payment, because right now it's more important that you have
yes,
cash.
to have everything that you possibly
Cash
can
is
get your
king.
hands
Yeah.
on. So, and it doesn't just go for student loans; it goes for any debt. Sometimes like car loans, if there's or any installment loan, if you have less than 10 months, we may not need to calculate that into your debt ratio. Credit cards, you just want to make sure that you're getting perhaps, and I think we had this on our credit on the canal episode.
Yeah,
so go
we
back
did talk
and rewatch.
a bit about quite a bit about that.
We did. So
What else we got in there?
Grab a few more.
Throw one at me.
okay, let's see.
Okay.
Why do you keep looking at mine?
Because you're a really good artist.
Not really.
You inspire me.
It doesn't look anything
Your
like
eyebrows
Bonnie.
look better than mine.
When you bought your home, what was your must-have? Oh, we need to each answer this question. I think that's a fun question. Mine was a big kitchen. Because
And you've got a big kitchen,
and I
for
do have a
sure.
big kitchen. We were fortunate enough to build this house, which was such a fun experience. I don't know if as many couples would say that was a fun experience, but my husband is pretty forgiving, and he was like, whatever you want, pretty much. So the kitchen was really important to me because I love to cook and I love to entertain. We did redo the kitchen about 3 years ago now. I can't believe
That long ago?
I can't believe it's 3
Wow.
years ago. So we did redo
been
the kitchen
3
about
years?
3 years ago.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
feel like it was just yesterday.
I know.
But
No.
but that was my must-have was the big kitchen. Suzanne, what about you?
Oh, my must-have was first floor laundry. When you have 4 children.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Going down the stairs in the basement, up and down. Oh, anyways, first floor, and also a mudroom. So we were going to build as well, and then that fell through. But we purchased a home that was more than anything what we were going to build. And it had a separate entrance into the mudroom, which was also from the garage. So it had the bathroom there, the laundry there, and the kids didn't have to run through the house to go to the bathroom. I did not want a bathroom, a half bath in the middle of the house where the mud is going to be tracked in. So it was perfect. I could close off the door and be like, okay, this is where you are. So that was one of my things, a mudroom and that first floor laundry.
Laura, what about you?
2 pantries.
The most important thing was location. And
Yeah.
25 years later, we're still in our first house
Yeah.
and we love our location. So when you hear location, 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 you know, you can change your kitchen, you can change your bathroom, you can change your countertops, but you can't change your location.
No, you can't.
We love where we live. We've got great neighbors. Wegmans is right at the end of our street. We're right by, you know, the expressway, and we love where we live. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's been, we thought about moving once and we didn't, and we're still there. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Tina, what about you?
So when I bought the house that I'm in now, I was, as everybody knows, because I always say it, blah, blah, blah. I was a divorced single mom. Tyler was 15, 16. Zachy was 13. Emma was 9. And I just wanted everybody to have their own bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did.
Yes.
We all had our own bedroom. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
One more question, and
Here,
then we're going to
Laura,
give the
you.
big reveal.
All right.
you.
Let's wrap it up.
Okay.
What's the difference between a fixed rate and an adjustable rate mortgage?
Oh, good one.
That's a great question.
one.
Well, a fixed rate mortgage means that once you lock your interest rate will remain the same until you pay off the mortgage or refinance. So your payment could change, but your interest rate would stay the same. And what that means is if your interest rate remains the same interest rate throughout the term, let's say 6.5%, your payment could go up or down because your taxes and your insurance could go up or down, but your interest rate stays fixed. And I'd say at GRB, I think in this market, we really tend to do a lot of fixed rate mortgages. We really like to recommend those to our customers.
Yeah.
Adjustable rate mortgages mean that after a specific amount of time, that interest rate can adjust. So if you're in a rising interest rate market, that means your interest rate could go up in the future. But if you're in a declining interest rate market like we are now, it could mean that your interest rate could come down. So every customer and their financial situation, it's really important to discuss those options with them. I'd say predominantly most customers prefer that fixed rate mortgage. They like that security of knowing what that interest rate is going to be. There are some markets in the United States that are predominantly adjustable rate mortgages, right? Those higher priced markets. But in Rochester, I think primarily we see fixed rate mortgages, and customers tend to be a little bit more comfortable with that fixed rate mortgage product. Yeah, great question.
So I've stopped painting because if I touch this anymore, it's just.
I just got to add
Right.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
I think we'll start with you,
I'm
Tina.
sorry, yours is a little wonky.
Hold it up to the camera so everybody can see what I look like in your portrait.
Here. Do you want to? Don't look at it.
Okay.
Here, hold it next to your face.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. Is that
What do you
very-
think? Huh?
Oh,
It's
that
not-
is fantastic.
It's
Oh
really
my
not.
goodness!
It's really
good.
not.
I
don't even
Right,
want to
good.
Can I look now? Oh, Laura.
It's not- it doesn't
Oh,
look like you.
wow.
It doesn't look like you.
Yeah.
Suzanne.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't look like you. I'm sorry.
Very
I told you
nice.
I'm not a very good portrait
Oh
artist.
my God! Wait till she sees herself.
Okay, ready? You gonna show it?
I don't want to show. Okay.
You showing it?
All right. So here is Tina.
All right.
Oh, I love it. Muppet Tina.
Oh, look at the glasses. That is fantastic.
Does my hair look like that thing? I gotta go home.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
That is great.
Look at you got my little paint all over.
Well, it was more important for me to paint the
adorable.
necklace and the
beautiful.
smock.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Because it's all about the accessories.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I'll still be your friend when it's done.
Okay. Okay. Don't look. Here's Suzanne. Now you can look. I think that's great.
Look at the
I
look at
think
the
it's
camera.
that.
Honey, show no, yeah, there you go.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Okay. All
Okay.
right, bring on the Muppet.
All right, Laura's last. That coloring. Laura's coloring is
Oh, it's a Muppet.
Why is she purple?
Like, I recognize the Muppet. We have to Google the Muppet.
Oh my God,
Spot
that's
on.
amazing.
This is my new Halloween costume.
It's
I will
Janice.
be the-
It's Janice.
the Muppet. I love it.
I gave you orange
How
glasses.
fun.
There you
My
go.
goodness.
That's beautiful.
That's great. Bravo, ladies. I think we did a fabulous job.
This is who picks the activity, and that's the topic.
Okay, ready?
Topic.
Topic. Can you read it?
Yep.
I can't read it.
What not to do.
Oh,
Those are good ones.
I like that.
We have a
What
lot of
not
those.
to
We actually
do.
have a whole flyer on what not to do.
I show it every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
good.
great. I
Wonderful.
love it.
So what not to do, and then
Oh my gosh.
Suzanne,
What?
you got to pick the activity.
Oh, I do? Oh. Well, I'll have to think about it.
Okay.
Okay. The activity is a
It shall be
mystery.
a surprise.
Okay. Well, we had a fantastic time this month. We hope you enjoyed our fun little painting and question and answer session here. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share our podcast as well with your friends. And we will see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.